Thanks very much for coming to talk to us about this. I've got teacher friends as well who talk about the gifts and the bribes, essentially, that young folk are being offered through social media, and it's taking these kids away from sensible decisions, school, safe places like their homes, onto the streets, into risky situations. And this is something you're seeing as well.
Yeah, most definitely. With the youngsters that we're working with at the moment, a lot of them are being enticed into doing favours, or you might say, or working for these gangs that are moving drugs up and down the country.
And tell us a little bit about what you've seen for yourself, because you've run this mentoring scheme. Are you seeing kids coming through your doors? Are you in contact with people who are being tempted by these bribes, essentially?
Yeah, a lot of the children and youngsters that we work with are from, you would say, less affluent backgrounds. Parents don't have the funds and the means to get them things that other children get, so they're easy targets, really. And like I say, the youngsters that we work through come from backgrounds that are not necessarily your homes that are well provided for, so they want to have the other things that they see youngsters like themselves having, and gangs are using that as an excuse or an easy way in to target these youngsters and say, look, we can give you the things that you might not necessarily be able to afford.
Yeah, and it is an easy way in, Mark, isn't it? I mean, we all may raise our eyes at this and tut and whatever, and there you see the police, they have to deal with the consequences of all of this, and communities have got to deal with the consequences. But you offer a young man, you know, all the trappings. You can have the watch, you can have the car, you can have the whatever else they need, the clothes, you know, the track shoes, whatever it happens to be. It's a cheap exchange, really, for these dealers, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. It's almost, I suppose, if you're looking at it in economy-wise, it would be slave labour. You know, the work that they're asking them to do and the risk that they're putting the youngsters in is massive. You know, and the youngsters are not realising that. Yeah. I mean, there's more. I reckon there's more that we can do about it to stop it. You know, so obviously they target them through social media. I mean, look at the amount of expense that we put to tackling social media when it comes to terrorism and things like that. And ultimately, our youngsters are getting targeted through social media. So if we should be able to police it.
It's easy to say that there's more you could do. What would you do, and what are the platforms that they're using?
So, for example, only yesterday I purchased for our company a device called a Circle device, which monitors the use of social media for some of the youngsters that we house, so we can monitor what's being said and what's being done on their social media. And not just local government and government need to do more, but parents need to do more on the whole as well. There is monitoring devices out there that we can obviously police our youngsters' social media, and we need to be taking more responsibility for that.
OK, so you welcome then this move by British Transport Police to launch this campaign on these very websites. But your concern, I suppose, would be that if they're putting this campaign on social media, which is where these kids are getting these offers, then it's side by side with the temptation, and it just simply might not work.
Well, you say it might not work, but if we don't try it, we never know, you know. And I guess that's the thing. At the end of the day, at the moment we're losing the battle. There's a lot of youngsters that are getting lured into situations that they should never be in, and seeing things that they should never see. I mean, we had one youngster, for example, who was lured off by a gang and was kidnapped for over a week. And it was only through him managing to get access to our free phone number on our website that he phoned us, and we will manage to locate him and get him home safely. And these are the things that are happening daily.
Well, Mark,